Hellblade 2's launch trailer is out. I'm a professional game trailer editor, and here's what I think works and what doesn't.
Lying inside the body of my mother.
Also, at the end, I'll show you a really quick recut of the trailer I did just as an experiment. This feels more like a teaser than a trailer because teasers tend to be sparse on story and gameplay details and heavy on vibes, which the first thing it's succeeding at is mood and vibes. If you played the original, you're probably all in on this because it's more of what you liked, but higher fidelity graphics and more of the story. This is very music video-like or AMV-like because the visuals in the trailer are motivated by the lyrics. I Don't Belong Here is paired with a big landscape.
I don't belong here.
I Don't Belong Anywhere is paired with a shot of Senua looking sad while someone offers their hand.
I don't belong anywhere.
As I'm Running Around shows a shot of her running.
As I am running around.
Moving Across My Mind shows a close-up on her face.
Moving across my mind.
And Like a Beautiful Dancer shows her fighting.
Like a beautiful dancer.
If the goal of this trailer was to show the audience what to expect when they play the game, this would not be a good trailer because we don't learn much about the gameplay. It's a third-person game, you run, you use a torch, and you fight. Also, it looks like all the gameplay is in slow motion, which might be a game mechanic or it could have been slowed down using debug options. The main hook seems to be the setting, the character, and the realism of the graphics, but this trailer doesn't help us understand it. The lyrics of the song are also very broad, so the only story we get is this character is sad and lonely and in a place she doesn't belong, which is fine, but it doesn't make a strong pitch because it lacks specifics and differentiators. You gotta play this game! It's about a sad and lonely woman who finds herself in a place she doesn't belong. But Derek, you're leaving out the unique setting and the backstory of the game and the whole premise. You're right. But that's because without context, based on this trailer alone, I don't know anything about the setting of this game other than it's somewhere very rocky and desolate, which is a lot of games. Even as a teaser, this trailer's visuals aren't that memorable. There aren't any tentpole moments that someone could reference if they didn't remember the title. It's pretty much that game with the really nice graphics with a woman screaming and crying a lot in rocky terrain, which, in contrast, the announced trailer had this giant stone god and this ritualistic Burning Man image. In terms of the visuals in the trailer, it's not that interesting aside from the graphics being very realistic. The editing is fine, but except for one cross dissolve, every single cut is a dip to black, which gets kind of fatiguing and predictable. Dips to black are a very safe style of cutting because the visual reset of a dip to black allows you to show basically anything when it comes back up from black. Think of it as a slow eye blink that you're forcing upon the audience. In contrast, a hard cut implies a connection between two shots. In fact, the more accurate term to use is a splice, which is about connecting ideas rather than disconnecting them. Hard cuts can also create impact because of how stark they are. I apologize to film lovers in advance, but look at the 2001 shot with a fade to black. Or the Lawrence of Arabia match cut with a fade to black. Doesn't have the same impact, does it? And while the dips to black match the ethereal, moody feel of the teaser, I feel like there are several missed opportunities to make this even stronger by splicing some shots together with hard cuts rather than using dips to black. At the very least, they can mix up the editing rhythm and keep things visually fresh. And just for fun, I tried recutting this a bit just to demonstrate how a mix of cuts and dissolves can create a different feel.
I'm a child with an animal soul. I don't belong here. I don't belong anywhere. Moving across my mind like a beautiful dancer. Oh, I am here to tear what makes me hollow.
I'm not saying this is better. I only spent 15 minutes tops on this, but hopefully it shows the difference editing can make in feel and storytelling. Overall, this trailer is big on vibes, but it doesn't do a ton for me. If I didn't already know anything about Hellblade, I'd seek out a gameplay trailer or something else to get a better sense of the game. But for fans, I'm sure it doesn't matter because they're already fans. Comment if you like this video and if you want to see more.